I never saw myself being necessarily a domestic violence advocate, but it wasn't until I went through my own divorce and kind of came out of the fog that I realized the impact that emotional abuse could have on an individual and how much it had on me. It's just been very important for me to raise awareness of the lesser known forms of domestic violence and how that can impact anyone. I always like to say, what was the test for if not for your testimony?
When I first met Judge Parker at my law school, I had no idea that she would become such an important mentor in my life. She doesn't just hold that gavel. She holds an open door for others to walk through, and she has represented that with both her training, her mentorships, her publications.
When I became a judge in 2017, I said, you know what? If I've been given 3 years, I'm going to make it count. How can I educate the bar on things that I've experienced or witnessed?
I've learned her own story with survival of domestic violence and her bringing it into a platform and building it into advocacy and education and possibly reform is something that you don't see every day.
You know, if somebody can benefit from your story or something that you experience and you feel safe enough to share that, then you definitely should, because it's going to impact somebody. You're not alone. You have to understand that abusers a lot of times use a multitude of forms of abuse. Anything that is used to exert power and control can be seen as abuse. And we hear it as judges, but the question was, did we really understand it? So I saw it as an opportunity to educate my colleagues in hopes that if we recognize it and spot it, then we can address it appropriately in our rulings.
By saying what others are afraid to say, she raises the standard for the entire profession. I respect her as a judge. I respect her as a woman. I respect her as my mentor. And for me, she has been more proof that empathy and excellence on the bench are not opposites. They are actually inseparable.
As a judge, you know, this is temporary. It's a temporary title, but my purpose is permanent. And my purpose is to help the most amount of people with the time that I've been given. So I'm really big about getting out in the community and understanding folks and seeing what the needs are. And so that's where the Wake County Legal Support Center was developed, because no one should be denied access to the courts just because they don't understand how to fill out paperwork. We have got to change with the tide. We have got to be aware of what's happening and how it's affecting people so that we can be at the forefront of helping, because that is our job at the end of the day.
Judge Parker has reminded me by example that justice isn't only about statutes and procedure. It's about people. For me, that's why I feel that Judge Parker is a trailblazer when it comes to reshaping what justice looks like for survivors or even for the judiciary and for women like me who look up to her. And I can't think of any other person more deserving of this award than Judge Ashleigh Parker.
I'm so humbled. I'm so honored. The work that Judge Kaye did for domestic violence, the other individuals who have received this award, to stand with them is just an absolute honor, and I am still in shock and awe.